Hello everybody, welcome to ChinesePod. I'm Joy.
And I'm Joe.
Welcome to today's episode of
Qing
Qing
Wen.
Wen. Today we're going to talk about something our subscriber has asked us, which is the difference between 展示,显示,表示. Wow.
Okay, so they're all related to 示.
示,对, so 示 we can loosely define it as show, display, to portray, to tell. Something that we want to put out there for people to know. And this can apply to statements, it can apply to people and things, and we're going to be giving you a lot of context. So rather than focusing on the specific definitions of each, even in English, there are a lot of interchangeabilities and similarities, but we're going to give you different contexts and some sentences and examples so that you can understand these a little bit better.
So we're starting with 表示.
好，我们第一个词是表示。就你会怎么用表示？
表示 like to state or express something.
So a person would be making the statement.
Like 我妈妈表示嘛。
哇，你妈妈好 formal. Your mom is very formal. So in this case, when we use 表示, we're giving a formal or official statement.
Okay.
And it doesn't necessarily have to be a written statement, but it's like a declaration almost.
Okay.
So if you say 妈妈表示,
My mama declared.
My mama declared that this year there will be no more toys. 妈妈表示今年没有玩具。
So you said more formal and more official.
official.
So probably something like 总统表示.
OK, 好，那我有一个例子给你。例句：总统表示，今年我们要增加观光客。所以你觉得总统要做什么事情？
So the president declared that we have to increase the number of tourists. The tourists.
So maybe we're making more activities. If it's something that's formal or official.
Okay.
表示。好, so that's one definition. There are two different ways of using 表示, but let me give you some more examples of that definition we just covered as a formal expression.
Formal expression.
我们可以说气象局表示下周会下雨。
So the Weather Bureau, Weather Ministry, or Weather Bureau stated that it will rain next week.
So it's kind of official because the people are sort of authorities in deciding the weather. 那再一个，我对大家的帮助表示感谢。
对大家的帮助表示感谢. Like I express my gratitude for 帮助 for the help.
那你觉得可以怎么样子表示感谢？
Or you could probably buy something like a flower, a gift, or
Yeah, or a box of chocolates.
我想表示我的感谢，谢谢你。
谢谢。所以it's not just, it's a little more formal than just saying, oh, thanks. It's going to be like, I'm going to get you this gift to represent my thanks. Which brings us to the second definition. The second usage of 表示 is more of a symbolism, a representation, or a meaning. So for example, when we think of colors and their different meanings, if I say red, 你觉得红色表示什么？对你来说？
红色对我来说表示爱。
Oh, red represents love. 当然，那还有什么？有可能
Passion,
热情，
热情。
红色表示热情。
Temper or
哦，对，红色表示生气，所以红色有不一样的意思，表示不一样的事。那如果蓝色呢？蓝色表示什么？
第一想到的是天空。
天空，我想到的是海，表示大海。So here we're talking about the meaning of something. Rather than an expression provided by a person, we have something represents another thing. We would be talking about object nouns.
I often hear that question like, 这句话表示什么? Like, what does this sentence mean as well? It's the same meaning of represent, kind of, mean, represent.
Yeah, exactly. And I think something that's good about that sentence is, what does this mean? So is there some symbolism or representation that you would like me to get out of that's different from just the surface meaning of what it says?
Okay.
所以如果我说这个说什么 maybe I'm just saying, what does it say?
What does it say?
这个表示什么？ What does it
does it mean?
So maybe we would get into another conversation. 第二个词是显示，显示，所以显示我们可以说 to show or display. Now, when we talk about different things, we can have something that has a physical display, like a clock,
Okay.
thermometer, or
My cell phone?
a screen, cell phone screen. Exactly. 那我们中文可以怎么讲？我们可以说屏幕显示。
屏幕显示 like the screen displays something.
所以如果我说屏幕显示不出图片，
那你的网络好像很慢，对不对？
超慢的，没有 WiFi，找不到图片。The screen could not display the photos，所以我们就用显示 a physical display。再来，我们可以说温度计可以显示出气温变化。
So the thermometer displays the change of the temperature in the room.
Which we also can physically see. So this is an emphasis on what we can see with our eye that changes. Another way to say 显示 could be a bit more abstract, but it is based on a sign or physical evidence. For example, 我们可以说报告显示。
Okay, 报告显示. So because you have numbers and some number statistics probably in that report, so that's why you can use 显示 here.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
或者是结果显示。
结果显示. The result shows,
Yeah.
like a numerical result maybe shows something.
Like we take it to the lab, there's a scientific result. 所以我给你一个句子。调查结果显示证据不足。
So the survey report shows that there's not enough evidence.
Or the investigation shows 调查结果。
So they're getting away with murder.
Murder. 那我现在要给你一个考试咯。如果我说红灯，
红灯
红灯
like traffic lights.
表示什么？
红灯表示什么？红灯表示要停下来。
哦，对，红灯表示要停下来。So the red light represents or symbolizes that you must stop.
Stop. Red light, stop. It means stop.
那红灯显示什么？
红灯显示剩下来的秒数吗？
Oh yeah, 对，所以红灯显示 means what can we physically see that's being displayed to us? Those are the numbers running down telling us how many seconds we
Oh
have
yeah,
left.
you have some, like in Germany we normally don't have those, but we have traffic lights that count down the seconds until you can finally walk again.
Good. So that was the difference between 表示, which to show or to represent, that's one of the meanings, and 显示, something you can actually see. 好，第三个词是展示。
展示。
所以展示 we have to show or display or exhibit. 那展你会想到是什么样子的意思？
展 I
展
will
开。
展开 I'll think of 展览。
展览
exhibition
or display. 展开 is like to spread out, to show. 那我们就是展示 indicates something that requires or warrants a showing.
Okay.
A formalized showing. 所以我们可以展示我们的产品。
展示我们的产品。
新产品。
Exhibit our new products. Show to the public audience. Maybe even at a 展览 at an exhibition.
At an exhibition or at a press conference. 展示，或者是我们可以展示我的汽车。
展示我的汽车。You're like exhibiting, showing publicly your car.
Yeah, if I have
Is it
many
that good?
cars,
Oh.
我可以有很多的车，我可以展示给你看。So it would be, I'm displaying my cars.
A little bit
to
like
him.
show off.
It is, totally. 你有什么技能可以展示吗？你会唱歌吗？
一点点。
你会唱中文歌吗？
有一些。
那你唱给我听，展示给我听，展示给我看。
Let me think of, wait. 听见冬天的离开。
再一
Okay,
句，
that's
再一
enough.
句。
No, I'm shy. 我不想展示我的歌唱能力。
我好喜
不够好。
欢哦。
Okay, so 展示 we can exhibit like products really at a 展览 or just generally showing something to the public or like a certain skill set or something to a broader audience or something.
Yeah, and I would say just an emphasis on something worth showing to you. Otherwise, we wouldn't use 展示 because there's like a point of pride to be displayed. That's what I would say.
Okay.
好，我们现在讲完这个词，我们现在一起来造句。
Okay.
两个句子，第一个，这家公司每年都展示新产品。
So this company exhibits or shows new products every year.
So maybe they would launch and display it. 好，那第二个是就很喜欢展示他的歌唱能力。
其实我不是很喜欢的。
我逼他的。
对。
So Joe loves to display his singing abilities, or maybe not.
Sometimes depends.
好，我们现在要来复习。今天学了3个词，有哪3个？
表示、显示、展示。
好，第一个表示有2种用法，我们可以用哪一种
？For example, 总统表示 like the president stated something.
Stated or expressed. 那另外一种呢？
红色绿色好了。
绿色没讲过绿色。
对。
好。
绿色表示大自然。
绿色表示大自然。Okay, so it means or it represents nature. 好，第二个词。
显示。
显示什么时候用
？For example, 我的手表显示现在是吃饭时间。
肚子饿了。显示。好，第三个。
展示。
展示，那什么时候用
？When we have products or skills
to show. 你要展示什么？
我要展示我的歌唱能力。
哇，好，太好了，你好厉害哦！今天我发现，好，所以我们今天有3个词，希望你可以找到不一样的方式用它们。然后呢，记得 pay attention to context. As it is in every lesson, it's important not only to memorize the definitions, but to see how they're used. I'm Joy.
And I'm Joe.
See you next time.
See you next time. Bye bye.
ChinesePod.